Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. In today's video, I will be sharing window coverings here, new window coverings here in the living room, as well as a new piece of furniture. Then we're going to move into a fabulous vintage and new English styled, well, English and French country, I'm going the both, type of decor today. I also am in much need of help. I'll get into it later. You will see we're going to be talking about the fireplace a little bit. So I would really appreciate some feedback as far as colors go. I'll talk more about it here in a bit. But first, let's get to placing up some curtains. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, here we are in the living room. I still have mess about. You should really see behind me. I have lights on everywhere, so you're seeing it. You're seeing a little glow in the corner. Why? Because I haven't found my ring lights yet for lighting. So we're making do, right? So please be patient. Okay, so I have this, again, we're renting. So these are renter-friendly curtain rods from Target. A nice gold color that I will be placing up here in the living room. They are up. That was fast, right? And I had these panels up in Virginia as well. These are, I did share them in a previous video, the name of these curtains, and if you would like to try to find them yourselves. And then down below, I did share this in a previous haul. For those of you that might have missed it, I'm telling you, there's 3 videos going back, and there's quite a bit of information on the decor pieces I am using in the home right now and where I'm going. As you can see, the little arm is not connected on this chest yet, but it can be. I can pull it down and it just pops into the side. I just wanted to share the wood tone really quick on this piece. It just has, I love all these 3 pieces together. We have the 2 different types of wood and then the chippy painted one here right in the center. I'm just really loving where this living room is going. Now here to the left, I decided to just place these books down here at the bottom for now. As I stated, this will be my little reading nook corner, and I have some pretty fabulous books on the way right now, and I cannot wait to share these with you. It was hard to find them, and there are many more. It's a collection that I still have to find. Up at top, I'm placing some of my little vintage clocks. Again, right? This is all a process. I have to still unpack boxes and get everything into its place. It's just all the painting and all the cleaning. So it's a process. And then, of course, I have the hutch over here to the right. So over by the panel, I will be placing a picture up on the wall. I believe I know which one it's going to be, and I did find the box, and that will come on Sunday. So Sunday is the whole living room will be put together. Everything will come together. I wanted to share this dreadful fireplace. I still have to paint up at the top and all the bricks and down below. See, I have my lamps up here for some sort of light until I find my ring lights. But anyhow, I'm just really stumped with this fireplace, with this brick. I know I could do a peel and stick, but I don't want to go there right now. I'm just looking for paint. Okay, so this hutch was a Facebook Marketplace find in Virginia, and I love it. It's very French and English country look and feel to it. It is a fruit wood. And as you can see, it has 3 different more than 3. Actually, you have 9 different levels you can go to. There are 3 shelves that come with this piece, and right now I will just be using one. I went ahead and cleaned everything up with the Old English. You know, they have the oil, the light and the dark. And I went ahead and oiled all in the grooves and all of the wood. We did have to make a couple pieces to hold on shelves. That's why you see the lighter colored wood. But it's such a beautiful piece to work with, and it's perfect for this corner right here in the living room. For those of you that have been around for a while, I was going to put in my yellow armoire. It would have been a very nice touch, but it just was, I think it would have been a little bit too big. And I just wanted to keep the whole wood look. So I placed in one shelf. I love the scalloped edges down at the bottom. And again, there's many different levels to use, but I think this is the one that is going to work for now. The Old English covered up all the scratches really good. And the next piece I'm about to share is, of course, the fairy tale picture that my mother picked up, believe it or not, says the fairy tale, many years ago when we were living in a small town called Atwater, California. It was a small Air Force military town. And Mother found this at a garage sale for just $2. Mama said it reminded her of me, and that I would be reading to my 2 daughters, because I'm always telling a story. I enjoy it so much, and the colors are just so warm and inviting. I love this picture. So I thought to try it and this piece, and look, is that not magical? It's almost like it was made for this hutch. I love it. I cannot wait to decorate all around this. Again, I'm pulling, now that I'm done painting, now I can really start concentrating on pulling items out of boxes and getting things together. I know some of you have asked if I sold everything. No, I did not. I still have many of my pieces from when we were living in Virginia, and I will be using them. But some furniture pieces, they will stay in storage for now until we purchase another home. Now this part, for those of you that I had to speed things up a little bit because the little girl came out in me as I was taking these apart. So you're going to be seeing things going, moving a little bit more quickly here because we had to put a time lapse on this video to speed things up. Otherwise, we would have been here for a long time. But anyhow, these are vintage paper houses, and they're as sweet as can be. Every image very European and vintage. They are numbered. This one is the church. And I don't know about you, but many of you, but I will never tire of playing with paper dolls or paper houses or magnet dolls. It just, it just sort of brings the life back into me, right? I love having the little girl feel in life in my bones. And here is another one. Little boy blowing his horn, and just the children playing outside. And it has the number 6 on it. So now I have to look for the number 6. I am literally unboxing these for the first time with you right now. I looked at the very top one, which was the church, but the others, I don't even know what they are. So I found the roof for this one, the reds and the buttercream yellows and the greens. I love everything vintage. Here we have a little boy. He was playing with his pet hiding behind the tree. And there's the number on the inside, and now I have to find the top for it. Sometimes I just don't understand why people would get rid of such treasures. I suppose we all grow old, right? We all grow older, and the children just really don't want to take what the mother has had, and so it just goes out into circulation. And I'm so happy it found me, because I will treasure them. Little boy, kite stuck up in the tree, so he's climbing up the tree as the others look on. And a log cabin. And how many of us have gotten our kites stuck up in a tree or a line, a pole? I know I have, several times. It took a while to know, get out in the open field. So I have to find the number for this one. Now, got a bit confused because I saw number 1, right? So I'm looking and I'm like, I don't see a number 1. Well, it wasn't. It was a different number over on the other side. And this has the red roof. So you see a couple of them have the red roofs. Little log cabin. He's out there with his friends. How wonderful are these? Red bricks and a red door. Here's the number 2. So now to search for the number 2. And I plan on, well, you'll see. It's, whenever I just feel like being that little girl at heart, which is pretty much all the time, I will share with you where we will be playing. Never too old to play, ever. And don't ever let anyone tell you any differently. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Here's another. Little Folks Hotel. Children playing all around. Look, he's acting like that little boy is a horse, and that little boy is on his bicycle. This one's quite large. And it just simply, see how they just attach right on the sides. That's it. And it just sits right on top perfectly. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a blast decorating with these and playing with them. Now this little piece, I'm not sure where it goes yet, the one I just showed you, but we will figure it out here in a minute. This is the last house. I found these on Etsy. So just if you put in vintage paper houses, you might be able to find some of these treasures as well. Now the little piece, I figured it out. It goes on top of the steeple. How cute is that? I can't wait to decorate with these. Okay, so moving on, I found this bag. I pulled it out of a box. Ballard Designs. I purchased this when I was in Virginia. I believe I know what they are. I'm almost positive. Yes. my preserved boxwoods. These little things, they were expensive. They were like $25 a piece, I believe. They were on sale, but I think that's what took them to the 25. But anyhow, boxwood, it lasts for some time. But I knew when I came across them, I had these are very heavy iron pots. And I said, ooh, I'll put it right on top of the pots I just purchased. And these are vintage. So see, mixing the vintage with the new is everything. Just gives a nice look and feel. And then, of course, this is preserved, so it is real greenery, preserved greenery from Ballard Designs. And there we have 2 of them. Perfect. See, not all the time when I go shopping do I think about other items that I have. I will just pick up things that I love. And then it just comes together somehow or another. Now, I believe I shared these already. I just, we moved, so things were going in this bag and that box, and so I wasn't quite sure. So since they're here, I'm just going to go ahead and open them. But I believe I have shared these already. And they are blue and white garden stakes. And I did find them Facebook Marketplace. Yes, and here is another. So I have a total of 3 of them. And then one more item in the bag. I was sad. I thought, ooh, because when you go to Ballard's, they kind of take your kidneys a little bit. They get kind of costly, but just stick with the sales, right? Because then it doesn't seem so bad. But their items are so beautiful. And I have this little clay pot with another preserved boxwood. And I wasn't even thinking of the 2. And look how well they go with each other. One is new and the other 2 are vintage. Perfect look and feel. I put them up at the top, so I'm not decorating. I'm just sharing a haul right now. Okay, so I will just be placing things up. And again, I just wanted you to see how well the new goes with the vintage cast iron pots. Now these next items, they remind me so much of my mama. Oh my goodness, this English pattern. This is vintage, vintage teapot. It was purchased through, I believe, Etsy. It is, even though vintage, they have never been used. Mint condition, this teapot is. It has a different image in the back. But it just so reminds me of my mother and, her being raised in Germany and just the many different things that she shared with me about their landscape and all in Germany. I'm looking at the bottom here. It does say made in England. But Mom, she said in Germany, I believe I've shared this before, but maybe not, but she used to have to stay on the hillside and their clothes would get stains. Here's another, it says made in England. It is a sugar bowl, again, mint condition. But so their clothing would get stained and my Oma would have her stand up on the hill all day long with a bottle of lemon water, and she would spray their linens and it would take with the lemon water and it would take the stains away, but she would have to wait for the linen to dry. And here's a sweet little creamer. And she would have to wait for the linen to dry and then she would squirt it again with the lemon water. How sweet is this creamer? I just love this set. But until all the stains were gone out of the linen, she had to stay up on that hill in Germany with her lemon bottled water. But she didn't mind. She said she would go to a local farm. The farmer would get so mad because she would climb up in his cherry trees and grab his cherries, and she would take them and eat cherries on the hill. How fun. So this set just, again, really reminds me of my mother and just how precious time was and all the years, I had her. I was so blessed to have the mother that God gave me. And here we have the name. It is called Hearts and Flowers, as you can see here. There was much more writing. I'm caught up on my mom right now. Sorry. But anyhow, this is a little bread and butter plate, because when we have tea, we like to have our little sandwiches, our bread and butter, our little sweeties. And I thought, how perfect. So I plan on doing some old German baking and sharing some tea and baked goods with you in the near future on this channel. So I'm going to continue to keep adding things inside of this hutch. Look at the houses down at the bottom. Oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to have so much fun with these houses down here. I decided that I'm going to make this a little play area, a little dollhouse play area. Okay, here's the next piece is an old sewing machine drawers. And again, it reminds me of my mother. I wasn't sure. It turned out to be a receipt. But this reminded me of my mother because she used to sew wedding dresses. She was an amazing seamstress. And she even sewed my sister Valerie's wedding dress and all the bridesmaid dresses. Just fabulous work that she would do with her hands. She would crochet and knit, and just unbelievable. But so these drawers, you could tell that they were they used that oven cleaner. And I found some pretty floral books. They were sitting right next to these drawers at the antique store. And this one has just the sweetest English flowers with the gold embossing. Now it's time to add in a little bit of copper. I recently purchased these molds. I have 2 of them, Facebook Marketplace. I plan on using these in my kitchen area. Just a couple pieces. Copper adds a wonderful look and feel to the home, especially when you're decorating a French and English country. And then this sweet little pot. I believe I'm going to put this up in my kitchen window. This one. We'll be getting to the kitchen really soon because we're leaving the living room on Sunday and moving into the dining room, and that'll be really fast. Okay, I have another one of these candles. It has the wicker holder. The scent is olive and oak. It is fabulous, by Porch View Home. They have some really nice items. And then I found these matches with the little frog up front. I love decorating with frogs. They're so whimsical. With a striker on the side. And this is an ironstone. I will have this linked in my Amazon storefront. And the reason why I purchased this is because I came across these matches. And I love the stained sticks. That's what made me want to purchase these, is how these matchsticks were stained. And then it has the black up at top. Now, when I put them in here, look, you can't even see the sticks that went too low. But we're about to fix that. It's all a learning process, right? We never know how anything is going to work out until we purchase it and play with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out and add a little bit of paper. And then put them in. But now what we find out is it's just a bit too high. So I'm going to play with it a little bit and get it to where it needs to be, because I want to see the sticks, but not, I want it to look right. I don't want it to be real tall. Now, inside of this dish, I'm going to place right on the inside a match striker, which is perfect. I'm going to have to work with that a little bit. It's coming up too high. But it has a sticky back side, and these came with the matchsticks. The matchsticks and the stone container are separate, and I will link them. I'll place 2 of them in there for now. And then we'll come back to it in a bit. You'll see it up on the shelf. I'm just going to work with them just a little bit more. Okay, this is my dilemma right here. Okay, the wall, as you can see, I have to finish painting it. I use the color Whisper by Sherwin-Williams, so up on the ceiling and the wall. But it is this fireplace. Okay, I need your help. I am thinking, so we're going to go down here in a moment. I'm just a mess. I'm going to paint the door black. I'm a mess over here. All of our shoes are thrown here to the side. We went out to a fireworks show last night, but everyone had to do an evacuation. They announced it that all of us had to evacuate quickly because lightning was coming. So we were drenched. And, you know, Riley, she's still not really strong with her feet. So we had her in her wheelchair, and oh, it was a time. We got stuck in some mud, and other people helped us. It was, yeah, anyhow. So we just threw our shoes off and went to bed. It was exhausting, all that heat, and anyhow. So this fireplace, I am thinking I want to go a green, but a warm green. And I will be painting just the brick, not this mantle. I love this mantle. I would not dare paint it. But the brick, yes. I will touch up the brass. I want to keep that insert because I like it. Here is the rug that I'm really trying to pull colors out of. And I'm thinking I want to go pull a warm green from this paper, or I can go a lighter green. You know, I just tend to go towards the warmer colors. This is the swatch to my sofa. So what do? Do I go this warm green or maybe like this aged taupey color in it? But I'm also thinking maybe like that plum color. I'm not sure. Okay, so it would be great if you all could really help me decide. Again, I am leaning towards the green. But I plan, as soon as this video is over, I'm going shopping for paint and picking it out. So it's either going to be green, taupe, or the plum color on this wall. And all of them would work throughout the holidays. Plum is gorgeous for fall and Christmas and all throughout the year. So is a taupe and so is a green. And again, it will be just the brick and then the bottom part of the fireplace. So please help. And again, the door will be black. So on Sunday, this wall will be painted, the fireplace will be painted, the living room will be complete. You don't want to miss Sunday's video.